Hey, what is happening? It's that time for Motivational Monday. Come on, somebody. It is 10:53. I'm so sorry. I had a busy morning, but hopefully I can get you inspired before lunchtime. So, this message is dedicated to anybody in management. Just a lot of people and managers, that do all different kinds of work. This is relevant to you. A couple of weeks ago, I went to a seminar by one of my favorite authors. It was Patrick Lencioni, super awesome author. And it's just super good, man. He basically went over 3 signs that you're working in a miserable job. And speaking to a room full of managers and, those like people from Enloe, the local hospital and all this stuff. So it was super good. And I actually shared these at one of our manager meetings that we did recently at Verizon, and just thought it would be super good information. So sign number 1 that leads to a miserable job is anonymity. Anonymity. It's people not being known. Your employees not being known. Super important. Whether you have a small staff or a big staff, you need to figure out a system to know your employees. Obviously, if you have a big staff, then you probably have like shift leaders. And so you as the manager need to get to know those shift leaders and then teach those shift leaders to know their shift, right? But if you have a smaller staff like mine, I probably have 6 people on average all the time. It's like, know them. One thing that I do at my office is we have dream boards in our back room, and it's a project that I do with every new hire that comes on, and I did it with my current round of staffing, and just has different goals, different visions, different things that they want to do in their life. And so that helps me get to know how I can help them achieve their goals, and we talk. There's a age-old myth that you need to have this separation of manager and employee and you can't be relational. And that's just not the case, man. I have been a very successful manager, and I'm very relational. And you just got to be able to have tough conversations when that comes around. So first thing is anonymity. That leads to job misery. Okay. The second thing is irrelevance. Is people not knowing that their job has a greater meaning, has a greater impact. If they think that they're just at some dead-end job, just doing whatever, and it has no meaning whatsoever, it will lead to job misery. It's super important for you to have a why and for you to communicate the why behind what you guys do. I work in a cell phone store. Cell phones are huge pieces of information connection. I'm using a cell phone right now to talk to you. We have people that, they will go crazy if they don't have their cell phone, because we have been so ingrained to need our cell phone in everything that we do. And so I know the why. When people come in, we're helping them stay connected to their loved ones, right? We're helping people, stay connected to the world and all these different things. What's your why? What do you do that causes an impact? And it doesn't matter what you do. If you clean toilets, it doesn't matter. There is a why and there is a impact that your job specifically has. And when you don't communicate that as a manager, it leads to people feeling irrelevant in society and thus leads to job misery. Okay? The third one is immeasurement. Okay? When people don't know how to measure success in what they do, it leads to job misery, right? People need to know what's a win. How do I, get a tally on the board? Like if it's in sales, it's super easy, right? Because your numbers and how much you're selling and all this stuff. And if it's not in sales, maybe it's customer service. Maybe it's, the random surveys that happen through customer service or whatever the case may be. The people that work for you need to know how they are successful. They need to have a measurement of success, and you need to communicate that constantly. Okay? 3 things that lead to job misery: anonymity, immeasurement, and irrelevance. If you can eliminate these as a manager, you will have a successful business. All right? Have a good one.